Yes, hello folks, welcome back. I am hoping you're doing well, whatever you are. And of course, this is Politica, and here we decode power with Asset Kenya. Now, it is clear that Samia Suluhu is set to take oath of office because yesterday she was given, the certificate that she had won the election. And what actually mesmerizes me, what shocks me is that Tanzanian demonstration seems to have calmed down. Yes, and I don't know whether the crowd is actually reorganizing themselves, or I don't know whether they have decided to live with the pain. Because truth be told, the election was not free and fair because there's no way you can have an election without two powerful forces. Any election in any country, there must be the president facing off with the fiercest opposition. But in Tanzania, it was not the same. Now, Samia Suluhu gave a very powerful speech, and this speech was somehow intimidating because she was actually warning the demonstrators. And to me, I think it was a wrong speech at this time because what she ought to have done, she should have, at least addressed the Tanzanian people in a respectful manner. Sikia, listen to it.
Katika mazingira ya uhuru na uwazi, ninawashukuru waangalizi wote waliokuwa pamoja nasi. Ndugu wa Tanzania, pamoja na manufaa hayo au matukio hayo mazuri yaliyotokea ndani ya uchaguzi wetu, kuna matukio ya uvunjifu wa amani yaliyofanywa siku ya uchaguzi, lengo likiwa ni kuharibu au kuzuia uchaguzi usifanyike. Tunavishukuru sana vyombo vya ulinzi na usalama kwa kuhakikisha kwamba vurugu zilizotokea hazikuathiri au kusimamisha uchaguzi. Matukio yale yaliyofanywa maeneo hasa kwenye miji ya Dar es Salaam, Arusha, Mwanza na Mbeya na Songwe, kwa vyovyote vile hayakuwa yakiungwa mkono, hayakuwa yakiungwana na ya kizalendo. Mzalendo hujenga nchi na sio kubomoa nchi iliyojengwa kwa nguvu na jasho la wananchi. Serikali inalaani na kukemea vikali matukio yale. Nalotaka kusema hapa ni kwamba kwenye suala la usalama wa nchi na taifa la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania hakuna mbadala, bali ni kutumia mbinu zote za kiulinzi na kulibakisha taifa likiwa salama.
Yes, you see, what I am seeing here is Samia Suluhu is seeing victory, and she's seeing that she has won the war against the millions of Tanzanians. But all is not lost because Chadema is saying that the world should actually reject Samia Suluhu and the world should stop swearing in. And in fact, as we're talking now, UN and other powerful countries are streaming in. They are discussing how they are going to save Tanzania from this, democracy. Yes, because the democracy in Tanzania has been destroyed by one Suluhu. Now, another shocking thing I saw there is that, this CCM, Chama cha Mapinduzi, the party that Samia Suluhu belongs to, won the majority of seats. In fact, it won 90% of the member of parliament seats, over 250 seats. So the question I'm asking myself, how did Tanzania people fail? Because when you say that CCM should go, you should start by rejecting the member of parliament. They should have showed up at the ballot and they should have voted out Samia Suluhu. But again, I am somehow understanding them because there's no way they should have voted Samia Suluhu out, because for you to vote out someone, you must have someone as your option. But you see, at the ballot there was no option. In fact, the people who are there were people who are not even known. So of course you can't tell me that the 30 million people could have gone and chosen one person that is not known. That's not possible. That's why Samia Suluhu saw this game early on, and Samia Suluhu actually, jailed Tundu Lissu, the key opposition figure, the only man who could have, removed her from power. She is very smart in our world, by the way, because I don't call it smartness. I call it, wickedness, because you can't jail someone all because you are afraid of the election, and you put someone through all that trauma all because you don't want that person to win the elections. It's not good. It's bad. Now, Tundu Lissu is now coming out and he's saying that Tanzanians should reject the results, and he's saying that he's going to liaise with Tanzanian army to actually reject what Samia is doing. Tundu Lissu wants to get support from the army and from other countries, powerful countries, to stop Samia Suluhu from, swearing herself in. But the way I'm seeing it, Samia Suluhu is going to take oath of office probably this coming week, Monday, Tuesday there, or even today, because she doesn't want to waste time. Because she knows that anything can happen from now on. Anything can happen. She knows that another revolution, because as per now, I'm seeing the situation is a bit calm. I don't know what's happening. Probably the youths, the people of Tanzania are planning on how they are going to continue with the war. But now, Tanzania people are the ones who failed this mission to remove Suluhu from power. Why am I saying so? You see, what they should have done, they should have just, decided to demonstrate the moment Tundu Lissu was arrested. The moment Heche, remember Heche, the opposition figure, who was stopped at the borders because he wanted to go and bury Raila Odinga, but he was stopped and he was taken to his police cell. They should have demonstrated that time. Of course, by doing that, they could have disrupted the election. Okay, and they could have called for another free and fair elections. But you see, they demonstrated when election was still on, when votes are being casted, even if there were 10% of the people who voted. But the fact is, election day was open and people were voting. So see now, that gave Samia Suluhu even the best chance to rig, because she just asked the number, because I see she got, I think 31 million, over 32 million. You see, what's an election? That doesn't even make sense, because there's no way she would have gotten all those votes, yet people were out there demonstrating a removal. Now, demanding a removal. Now, that's the situation now. So I don't know what to expect from Tanzania. But what I know is that the situation is actually not okay. And I don't know how Samia Suluhu. Of course, to her, power is what matters. Whether you hate her, don't love her, or love her, I think she does not care. What she cares is the power. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. That's how African leaders are. They care about power. They don't care about the number of people who have been killed during the demonstration. Because I hear in Tanzania, 700 people were killed. That does not matter to her. What matters is that she's there and she's the president. So I don't know how she will be facing the people of Tanzania. Yet she knows that she actually didn't conduct a good elections, or maybe our win was not a free and fair one. Now tell me, do you believe Samia Suluhu is loved in Tanzania, or do you think she's hated? Because it's a tricky question, because I'm asking myself, where did she get these 30 million votes? Because 30 million is a big number. 30 million people voting for you. That's not a joke. Now tell me, and of course, I see you soon in the next video. Thank you. Subscribe. Thank you. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.